Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Back inside the Blickery Activity Center, welcome to our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, between the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, the number 4 seed in this tournament, going up against the 5 seed, and that is the Colts of Richland. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. The Richland Colts 7-12 on the season, 3-4 in District 1, averaging 44 points per contest. They're coming off a 4-point loss at the hands of Hillsborough Central Valley Burros earlier in the week in Colfax, 64-61. While for the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, 10-9 on the season, 5-4 in District 1 play. They're coming off a loss here at NDSCS as part of the Bonanza against Fergus Falls Hillcrest, 48-39 a week ago here today. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Start it today. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into this matchup a little bit more with what happened earlier in the season and some players to watch out for, all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip. This is the 2024 District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In 1950, Dickey Rural Telephone was the first in the state to offer telephone service to its members.
When I come on board, it was just telephone, and it's not telephone no more, it's internet. Once we got that in place, America grew.
We're providing the connection that connects everybody to the world, and without it, we'd just be out here on the prairie. Everybody would forget about us. Pretty proud to be a part of DRN ReadyTech.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Emery Vistos Implement has been family owned and operated since 1935, located in Oaks, North Dakota. They sell CarQuest automotive parts and numerous lines of agriculture parts. Plus, in their new garden center, you'll be sure to find grilling and canning supplies. And you'll have to stop by and check out their new Ariat, Cinch, and Crew Girl clothing selection. At Emery Vistos Implement, anything you need is under one roof. Stop in just south of Oaks on Highway 1 or give them a call at 701-742-2167. They'll be sure to have what you need.
Take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. We will really focus on District 2 going on in Jamestown, the number 1 overall seed out there in Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier, 84-51 over the Ellendale Cardinals. Coming up next is Lytton HMB, the Lions, going up against Napoleon Gackel Streeter. That again, District 2 going on at the Jamestown Civic Center. 8 districts in all here. What used to be a few years back, 16 districts. Even before then, it used to be you had to win or take second in the district to get to a region tournament because you had 4 districts in a region. Again, with the co-ops and just in landscape, what it is, 8 districts here in Division B girls basketball. Some of the players to watch out for here in this one. For the Richland Colts, it starts with the 5'10 senior, and that is the 5'10 senior and also the 6'3 junior center. The junior in Elena Schmidt, 15 points, 13 rebounds. If Allison Hine on the opposite post can get going, that's a 1-2 deadly combination. Then the one guard that has led the way is Lillian Miranowski, the 5'6 junior, averaging 9 points and 3 assists. But again, they kind of go as Elena Schmidt goes. She's a walking double-double. Then Allison Hine, if she can get going as well from the opposite block here for Richland, they just become a little bit that much more dangerous. For the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they are paced by Emerson Johnson, averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds per contest here. And then Valerie Mendoza, she is an X-factor. She is second on the team in threes, only behind Emerson Johnson. Between the pair, this season they've hit 40, make that 66 three-pointers between those two here this season, between Emerson Johnson and Valerie Mendoza. That's 1A and 1B. But the Warbirds become ever more dangerous if they can get that old third musketeer on their side. If they can get that third player that really can change the complexion of a game here for the Warbirds and head coach Rylan Gutzmer. The Warbirds and the Colts have met twice this season. First in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood with a 52-40 win over the Richland Colts, and then they followed that up just over a week ago in Colfax. 60-29 Warbirds defeated the Colts at Richland on Thursday, February 1st. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. When we come back after this, starting lineup stand the opening tip between the Colts and the Warbirds. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show here on your liveevent.com.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Say goodbye to boring birthday parties and corporate events and say hello to a supercharged celebration at the Empire Sports Complex in Fargo with their epic bounce houses that's guaranteed to have your guests jumping for joy at the Empire Sports Complex. Their bounce houses are the ultimate party starter, but don't wait too long to book. Go online now to empirefargo.org. That's empirefargo.org, or call 701-318-4161 for your next birthday party or corporate event. The Empire Sports Complex in Fargo.
All right, on cue, let's get to our Empire starting lineups here between the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood and alongside the Colts of Richland here today. This is the District 1 Girls Basketball Quarterfinals. Winner will play Maple River tomorrow at 6 o'clock in our first semifinal action, while the loser will play the Hankinson Pirates in a loser-out contest. Our officials here in this contest, Jake Schlecht, Logan Fingston. You have Jake Schlecht alongside with Lance Lukes here. Logan Fingston here, our officials here in game number 2. For the Richland Colts, out in their Columbia blue uniforms here today with white numerals and lettering outlined in gold. They'll go like this, part of our Empire Sports Complex starting lineups. Head coach is Olivia Johnson, averaging 44 points per game, while defensively giving up 53 points per contest. Lillian Miranowski, the 5'6" junior guard, averaging 9 points and 3.5 assists per game here for Richland. From there, you will have Taylor Gowan, a 5'3" senior guard, averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds. Also in the backcourt, Cindy Loff, a 5'6" junior, averaging 4 points per contest and 3 boards. Also in the starting lineup here is Jenna Tazarek, the 5'10" freshman forward, averaging just under 4 points a game and just under 5 rebounds. And then Elena Schmidt, again, that walking double-double of 15 points and 13 boards. So Miranowski, Gowan, Loff, Tazarek, and Schmidt, head coach for Olivia Johnson and the Richland Colts. As we go now to the other side of the floor for the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, the Warbirds will be out in their white uniforms with black numerals outlined in that gold with Warbirds across the front. They'll roll like this, starting in the backcourt, the sophomore guard, Valerie Mendoza. 9 points per game and 4 rebounds. Olivia Froelich, the 5'4" senior guard. Froelich, again, a 5'4" senior, averaging 6 points per game. Summer Steinhaus, the 5'8" junior forward, averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds. Emerson Johnson, 18 points, 4 boards per contest for the 5'10" junior. And then Samantha Dotson-Rod, the 5'10" junior forward, averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds. Again, Mendoza, Froelich, Steinhaus, Johnson, Dotson-Rod, Rylan Gutzmer, the head coach for the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. That does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by the Empire Sports Complex in Fargo. Looking to throw an unforgettable birthday bash? Well, then look no further than the Empire Sports Complex with their bounce houses. It's the ultimate party starter to make sure the celebration the talk of the town. Go to empirefargo.org. That's empirefargo.org to get your next kids' party or maybe the adult party for you at the Empire Sports Complex. Opening tap underway, right on schedule here at the Blickery Activity Center at 4:30. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes, and you here for our second quarterfinal round action of the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. The Warbirds handle the rock here. Cutting across the way is Summer Steinhaus. Right-hand side of Mendoza. Richland, man pressure defense. Steinhaus jumper, no. Rebound off the side of the rim to Elena Schmidt. And the Richland Colts get their first defensive stop of the afternoon. Richland, right-hand side, will zing it now to Miranowski. Miranowski up and over interior, double team coming. Schmidt able to get the shot off. Rebound by Tazarek. Left-hand side jumper, no. Off the front of the iron. Gowan put back. Tazarek can't get it, and eventually we'll see an offensive foul. First foul of the afternoon. And this one will go against Jana here, the 5'10" freshman, her first, and the team's first as well. Front court now for the Warbirds. Left-handed side is Steinhaus. Steinhaus weaving now to Mendoza. High post touch. Good shot fake by Dotson-Rod. Better help here by Richland. Mendoza making her way right short corner, and that's going to be a steal. Cindy Loft trying to beat a pair of Warbirds down the other side of the floor and cannot do so, and we'll have a turnover. The Warbirds trying to do the old adage in basketball. Old adage is it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season, and particularly when it's 3 consecutive times, but that's what the Warbirds are trying to do here today. Right-handed side, Summer Steinhaus to the baseline. Here goes Olivia Froelich off the front, maybe just grazed the iron. Miranowski with a defensive rebound. Who's going to draw first blood on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard? 90 seconds in, it's still scoreless. Richland left-hand side to Cindy Loft. Loft at the left wing taking a couple hard dribbles. Bounce pass right-hand side to Tazarek, and we'll see a foul away from the floor. Schmidt was posting up on the inside. Trying to get in front of her was Dotson-Rod. Dotson-Rod will collect the foul, her first and the team's first of the quarter. Fans continue to file in. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood fans across the way. They see Valerie Mendoza with a nice steal. Here goes Froelich. Froelich with the right to left cross, left-handed layup off the backboard. No. Jana with a defensive rebound. Tazarek here for the Richland Colts. Miranowski, right-handed hip-high dribble in the front court against this zone defense. Right-hand side to Sydney Loft, able to skip it here. Left wing, Taylor Gowan, able to hit a deep two-pointer on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, taking the first lead. Are the visitors on our scoreboard, the 5 seed of Richland. Front court now for the Warbirds. Dotson Rod, right-hand side, Mendoza finds a cutting teammate. Teardropper on the way for Johnson. Good defense there for Elena Schmidt. Backside help, and the Richland Colts are suffocating these Warbirds here in the opening 2.5 minutes defensively. With it will be Sydney Loft. Loft rips it through, able to skip it now to Gowan inside Schmidt. Schmidt with a power dribble to the baseline. No good. Good backside board, though, for Emerson Johnson. Johnson will utilize the dribble, and we'll see what the Warbirds can do on this particular set down the floor. Left-handed side, left wing, 3 on the way, and the Warbirds take the lead. Summer Steinhaus with her 3rd triple. Yes, just her 3rd of the season, but that was pure as she buried that one from the left wing. Warbirds now lead it by 1. Richland will handle the rock with Miranowski. Bounce pass, right-hand side to Sydney Loft. Loft back to Miranowski here. Left-handed side, Schmidt on the flex cut. Gowan almost trying to guide Schmidt like a quarterback to where maybe the baseline was open. Get better defense on the baseline here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood on the rotation as Abby Fisher, the 5'7" sophomore, will check into the contest. Gowan left-handed side to Miranowski. Miranowski double, bounce pass. It nearly gets kicked to Sydney Loft. Loft ripping it through, hard dribble, hanging, shooting, Loft scoring. Sydney Loft makes it a 4-3 advantage here for Richland, and back and forth we go in the opening quarter. And winner to play the Raiders tomorrow night at 6. Mendoza high off the window, no good. Rebound underneath by Elena Schmidt. Richland wants to run. Sydney Loft in the front court now. Bounce pass left-hand side. Gowan, deep 2 on the way. Off the side of the rim. Chasing it down, though, is Richland. Good hustle by Sydney Loft and a second chance opportunity. Richland saves it from going out of play here for Taylor Gowan, but it will be a turnover. Loser of this game will play the Hankinson Pirates in a loser-out contest tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We'll have our pregame show starting at 2:30 in the afternoon. Left-handed side, and we'll see a foul on the floor. This will be on Miranowski, her first, team second. Richland heading back to the bench again to make a substitution as Mallory Gunnis, the 5'7" sophomore, averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds, will check in. Warbirds, jumper inside, no good there by Dotson Rod. Rebound here for Richland. So far, the story of the game has been Richland just minimizing the one-and-done opportunities for the Warbirds when they have the ball in the front court. Right-hand side, Gowan, back to Miranowski, inside Schmidt. Look at her pass, left-hand side to Fisher. That pass gets batted out of bounds. Richland to make a substitution. Tazark will check in. As Tazark will come into the contest. Richland with Schmidt. Schmidt left-hand side as this will go to Sydney Loft. To Schmidt. Shovels it right to the key. 3 for Richland by Miranowski. No good, and a board here for the Warbirds. Summer Steinhaus finds it to Olivia Froelich. Neither team has found that offensive rhythm early in this first quarter. Ball able to spin her way. That's Emerson Johnson through a host of Colts. There was 3 Colts there eventually. Schmidt got her hand on top of the basketball with Gunnis. On the backside helped pressure defense, and Richland now in the front court trying to extend their lead. Right-handed side to Zark. Zark at the right wing. Makes it right short corner. And a really good left hand there by Steinhaus to bat that one out of play on the baseline. If Steinhaus does not get her hand on that basketball, there's an open jump shot there on the left baseline. Bounce pass to Zarek. Open. Speaking of the left baseline, 3-pointer coming, rattling up by Miranowski. Rebound, and we'll see a foul. This might be on Elena Schmidt trying to get the offensive board. It is. Schmidt will collect her first, team's 3rd of the quarter with 2:42 left on our first quarter of play. We got a substitution for the Richland Colts as Sydney Loft will check back in. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, they're sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. Richland Colts 5-16 a year ago for the Warbirds. They went 9-13 with that co-op with Hankinson. Warbirds work it around to Froelich. Froelich at the left wing. Bounce pass left-hand side. They keep weaving the basketball. Summer Steinhaus looking for it on the interior. Good hustle defense on the way. Abby Fisher able to pick up a floor burn and a basketball. Jump ball goes towards the Richland Colts. Joey Hughes, Chase Miller with you here today. Joey, the puppet master, as we like to call him, doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work. Ball gets deflected. Can the Warbirds take advantage of it? Emerson Johnson able to get the steal for a moment and score. Emerson Johnson with her first 2 points of the afternoon. Give the assist that time by Summer Steinhaus. Richland using up their dribble. Bounce pass right-hand side. Mendoza trying to get the steal. It's still loose. And we'll see a timeout here for Olivia Johnson. We'll break with a 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Richland with the ball down by 1 when we return.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
So we return to the floor there. Taking a look at the bench for the Richland Colts. This timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. They take community to heart. Go to ibanknorth.com to find a branch near you. So 5-4. Warbirds with the advantage. First timeout here for the Colts. We'll see if they drop after the timeout. Tazark at the left wing. Schmidt relieves pressure. Right-hand side to Sydney Loft. Loft gets walled off. Ball out of play, and this one will stay Colts basketball. But they have 2 seconds on the shot clock, so it's nearly a catch-and-shoot situation as Taylor Gowan and Miranowski will come back on the floor with Loft to play the point with Tazark and Schmidt. Ball gets skipped away to Gowan. Block shot Mendoza, and the Warbirds defense trying to suffocate the Colts. The last couple of possessions here being very active in that 2-3 zone. Emerson Johnson left-hand side, Froelich. Mendoza looking to cut. Mendoza right down the paint, left-handed layup for 2. Mendoza gives the Warbirds their largest lead of the game here at 3. Richland with Sydney Loft. Zone defense, bounce pass left-hand side, Gowan. Making her way is Miranowski. Back to Loft. Loft, bounce pass to the baseline at Tazarek. Jumper, no. Ball tapped out. Schmidt trying to handle it and out of play, and it will be Richland basketball. Warbirds going a little bit deeper in the bench as they'll be bringing Maria Jurdy, the 5'11 junior, and Taylor Buchholz, the 5'6 senior, into the contest. While for Richland, Shaylee Little, the 6-foot freshman, will come in as well. Double checking on the scores table if there needed to be a reset on the shot clock. They say nope, as we'll keep it at 15 seconds. Miranowski working their way to Loft, and there's a foul. Now you'll reset the shot clock. Froelich will pick up her first and the team's second. This is one of those games early on in this quarter where you just got to say, all right, who's going to find that offensive rhythm first? Put 3 or 4 good offensive possessions together, whether it results in points or not, but get good looks, get to the free throw line. That can be a difference maker at the end of this one if you can get a little 6-0, 7-0 run brewing. Top of the key, 3 on the way off the rim here by Miranowski and towards Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Mallory Gunnis quickly back into the game as the Richland Colts have so far with a 8-player rotation here for head coach Olivia Johnson. Richland lost 3 consecutive and 6 of 7 coming into this game. All right, now putting up a good fight here for the Warbirds as they'll see a second turnover on Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Colts quickly make another substitution here as Abby Fisher will check in. 44 points per game for Richland while they're defensively giving up 53. Opposite side for the Warbirds, averaging 48, will also on the opposite side, giving up 10 points less than the Colts at 43 points per contest. Richland, a little bit smaller in the rotation with Schmidt out. This will be a jumper on the way. Off the mark, no, by Mallory Gunnis. Rebound coming down here to the Warbirds as Mendoza will bring it in the front court. Mendoza ankle cross, right to left, gets inside the paint. Extra find of Froelich now. Froelich making her way right-hand side. Oh, Ben is dirty for a moment. Good hands by Mallory Gunnis to bat that ball away. A little beach or tropic night in the Richland Colt student section, as they will make a defensive stand here with 3.3, or trying to, as 0.5 comes off the clock, and the Warbirds beat the horn. We saw B-Set beat the horn for Maple River in the first quarter in their quarterfinal. Mendoza trying to beat the horn. Good if it goes. Got it! Mendoza with the catch and shoot to beat the horn, and that's how we end our first quarter of play. Oh, Valerie indeed. She's got 5, and it's a 6-point margin on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Valerie Mendoza able to beat the horn, gives the Warbirds a 2-possession lead to start this second quarter play. Mendoza again with a team-leading 5. Schmidt is going to pick up the foul here, and this could be her second after the drive by Emerson Johnson. And Schmidt will pick up her second indeed, and that'll be the team's first of this second quarter. Is going to the free throw line as Emerson Johnson, a 69% free throw shooter. First of 2 right-handed tosses on the way, rattles in. First free throw attempt for either club here today, as Janet Tazarek will check in, as Olivia Johnson will take Schmidt out again with those 2 personal fouls. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Emerson is good. Interesting point of the contest right now. Warbirds, another stop and a score, get up by double digits. If Richland can get the next 3 to 4 points with, again, Schmidt on the bench and kind of keep this to where it's single digits, that's going to be the goal. If not, come back in this one as Gowan jumper, no rebound. Miranowski putback, can't get it to go. Look at Richland have another crack at it here. The Colts, Gowan, extra pass around the horn. Goodness, left wing 3, can't get it, but I tell you what, Richland, with their offensive prowess and rebounding, is keeping them in this one. Taylor Buckholz with a defensive board. Mendoza inside. Here goes Dirty, gets fouled, and she'll get rewarded with free throws. Now Jana will pick up her second, the team's second of the quarter here, and the Warbirds will head to the free throw line yet again. Dirty, 7 of 16 from the free throw line here this season, to the stripe to shoot 2. First of 2 free throw attempts on the way. Is going to be long. Substitutions coming in for the Warbirds will be Summer Steinhaus, while for the Richland Colts, they will also make a substitution as Cindy Loff will check back into the game. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Jurdy, trying to extend that lead up to 9. Rebound eventually won here by Miranowski. Miranowski in the front court. Lillian open, she'll step into a 3. Off the iron, and the Warbirds do a better job of a one-and-done defensively with a Summer Steinhaus rebound. Johnson to Froelich at the left wing. Froelich uses up that dribble, bounce pass now to Johnson. Right wing, she'll toe up the 3. It'll be short, and Janet Tazarek will collect a defensive board. Sydney Loff in the front court, left-hand side. Here goes Miranowski. Miranowski back to the right. Extra pass to Gowan. Loff comes into a crow hop to the baseline. Gets the ball back, does Miranowski. Miranowski inside the paint. Block shot by Jurdy, and Johnson will come up with it. Johnson looking up the floor in transition. Finds Steinhaus, right wing, inside to Jurdy, and that's going to be a turnover, the 3rd for the Warbirds. I've been stuck at this particular juncture at 12-4. It was a 10-4 one quarter of play in favor of the Warbirds, and the Warbirds have numbers. 3-on-1, Froelich. We'll see an offensive charge. Froelich tried the Euro step. Miranowski about a half step in front of that semicircle, able to absorb the contact with Olivia. That'll be her second and the team's first. Froelich will check out alongside with Jurdy as the Warbirds will bring on Samantha Dotson-Rod. And also looks to be Bryn Williams on the bottom of the baseline. For the Richland Colts, Miranowski will handle the basketball. Gowan, left wing. Miranowski back on that Wildcat emblem. Skips it right-hand side to Fisher. Fisher interior to Zarek. And eventually will be a steal here for Richland. I'll tell you what, the Warbirds have done a better job of this second quarter, just being a little bit of a nuisance at particular times, being active. Teardropper on the way for Summer Steinhaus. She's got 5 and a timeout for head coach of the Warbirds, and is Rylan Gutzmer. We'll break as well. Warbirds up by 10.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Well, look at the hats and the summer flavor here from the Richland Colt student section. Maybe didn't feel like that this morning when you woke up, but we can't complain about the winter weather we've had this season here in North Dakota. Fingers crossed that it continues as we get to February frenzy before the March of Madness and the whole 9 yards of this postseason. Valerie Mendoza able to get the steal. Mendoza goes the other side of the floor. Left-handed layup for 2. Emerson Johnson now with 6. Points off the turnover and in transition. The Warbirds now taking advantage of that. Largest lead of the game here at 12. Richland the other side, right-handed scoop by Miranowski out of play. And maybe the one thing for Rylan Gutzmer that he's not going to like again has been the offensive rebounding positions here for Richland. The one problem is from a Colt perspective, they just haven't taken advantage. They've had multiple opportunities at 2 or 3 shots at the rim on one possession. Just got to try to get off that 4-point plateau right now. This would help. A deep 2-3 shot no by Miranowski. Another offensive board, and here goes Miranowski with it again. We'll see a kick ball, and this will go towards the Richland Colts. Richland with Gowan to inbound it right in front of the Warbird bench. Warbirds in that 2-3 zone paying a lot of attention to Elena Schmidt as she's almost getting doubled even without the ball. Schmidt one-on-one. Here comes the triple team. Schmidt trying to come through, and Valerie Mendoza literally came like a spider monkey and jumped out of nowhere and got on the basketball. We have a jump, and it will stay with the Richland Colts. Again, Mendoza jumped in the air and came down with her hands on the basketball and brought it down to the hip of Elena Schmidt. Shot clock at 23. Richland to inbound it. Right-hand side to Fisher, near sideline Loft. Loft with a couple dribble, Kroll hops through the paint, extra pass around the horn. Here goes a 3 by Gowan. Rebound underneath to Taylor Buchholz. Mendoza looks for a transition game, nothing there. Warbirds a 6-0 quarter so far, trying to make it 9-0 here with a 3. Left wing Johnson coming, that'll rattle out. Rebound, put back Elena Schmidt with a block shot. She has to be smart with those 2 fouls. Johnson going through and she'll get fouled, but this will be before the shot. Foul be on Richland. Cindy Loff, her first team start of the contest, and Richland will check in with Mallory Gutness, and we'll see a timeout on the floor. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Warbirds lead it by 12.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know, when I first started noticing it, when I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for providing coverage here of the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North as we see Ryland Gutzmer and his team breaking the huddle on the far sideline here. Go to ibanknorth.com as they take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals whilst improving and supporting the great rural communities that they serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you from Wahpeton. 4:12 left in this first quarter. That's been more of a defensive slugfest at this particular juncture. Left-handed side goes Buckholtz. Buckholtz, shot fake on the way for Steinhaus. Left wing. Mendoza sees this one tapped out of bounds, and it will be Warbird basketball. Both teams from a defensive standpoint have liked what they've seen. From an offensive standpoint, you take that three-pointer to beat the horn by Mendoza where she's standing now, literally catch and throw from the hip. It's even a little bit more of a closer game. Going straight up and we'll have a traveling violation. But you know what the Warbirds are going to try to do? Try to find a way to go right on Elena Schmidt and see if they can pick up that third foul on Elena before the second quarter concludes. Because if you can do that, that's a big chess piece that would pick up a third personal foul for head coach Olivia Johnson. Richland just trying to get off that 4-point plateau. It was 14-4 Warbirds. 2 minutes ago, neither team has scored outside of a Warbirds double. Schmidt on the interior, wraparound pass, left-hand side, Miranowski on the interior, turning, shot block with Fisher. Schmidt gets fouled and nearly got the end one. Lena Schmidt has yet to score here today, but she has shot a ton of free throws this season. She's 75 of 109 from the free throw line. Dotson Rod will pick up her second, team second of the quarter. Schmidt able to hit the first free throw on the Richland Colts have their first points in nearly about 9.5 minutes of game action. Warbirds with Froelich and Dotson Rod now with 2. Schmidt goes 2 of 2 from the foul line, and it's down to a 16-6 contest. Ryland Gutzmer doesn't want to call a timeout as they break the 10-second half-court shot. Will be off the front, and then better saved here by the Warbirds with Jurdy off the shin of Elena Schmidt. Warbirds to look for it. This will be over the hands, out of Mendoza. Mallory Gunnis playing some defense there for Richland, but the foul will be coming on the Colts anyway with Sydney Loff, her second, team's fourth. The Warbirds will head to stripe to shoot 2 here with Emerson Johnson. Johnson, a cool, calm, collective 6 points so far here today. She averages 18 on the season. Free throw attempts for Johnson is good. Warbirds 3 of 5 as a team from the charity stripe. Janet Tazark will check in for the Richland Colts. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Johnson. Emerson misses the second. Jurdy with an offensive rebound off the mark. No, another chance. No, Jurdy collects another offensive board. Left-handed side, this is a deep 2 on the way for Buckholtz. Jurdy trying to get her 4th offensive rebound of that possession. Instead, Miranowski will come up with it. Miranowski shovels a pass to Zark. Left-handed side, ball gets skipped across the way to Mallory Gunnis. Extra 5, Miranowski lost it on her way up to the short corner of Fisher. Miranowski at the left wing, making her way to the baseline. Able to pop a pass to Zark. Right-hand side to Fisher. Shot clock to single digits. Miranowski inside the paint, hanging, shooting, shot no, rebound to Jurdy, who's been a defensive and offensive rebounding machine here in the last couple possessions. Johnson transition, can't get it to go. Fisher collects a loose ball. And for the Richland Colts, even though they have not shot the ball well by any particular standards in this half, are only down by 11, a chance to make it single digits if they can get a field goal here. To Zark at the left wing, gives it back to the top of the key. Richland working it around to Fisher. Fisher bounce pass. Mendoza gets the steal. Mendoza trying to go coast to coast on a Friday afternoon. Missing the layup, though. Miranowski will come up with it for the Colts. 7 points in the quarter for the Warbirds. 2 points here for Richland. Abby Fisher to the bounce pass, and this will go out of play. Turnover on Richland. Gowan and Kylie Kumer, the 5'4 sophomore, will check in. Well, for the Warbirds, they'll go a little bit deeper in the bench. Callie Frecking, the 5'6 sophomore guard, will come into the game. And both teams, from a defensive standpoint, it's been a pretty high-graded game, but from an offensive standpoint, I haven't seen too much easy shots given. Good hands for Richland. Zark gets on the floor. It's loose, jump ball. This will go towards the Richland Colts. Nice job by Jana. Sprawling out for that one. The 5'10 freshman forward eventually force will be a turnover on the Warbirds. So under 60 seconds to play here in this first half. Warbirds will continue in that 2-3 zone. Trying to just pack it in anytime Schmidt, again, is posting up on the block. Ball goes left-hand side jumper. This will be short. Schmidt with the offensive rebound, and she gets fouled. Jurdy will pick up her first. Schmidt will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. This is one of those from a Warbird perspective. You're letting a team hang around right now that has only made 2 field goals right now. Try not to allow them to stay in this contest. Well, if you're Richland, you want to say, okay, that is probably going to be the worst offensive half you probably had all season. Least amount of points they scored against a very good Sisseton team back on December the 18th was 12. Schmidt able to go 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got all 4 points in the quarter for Richland from the stripe. They have yet to hit a field goal since the midway point of the first quarter. Mendoza in the front court. Mendoza leaves it left-hand side. Frecking, driving kick, right wing Johnson. Backdoor on the pass. Here goes Summer Steinhaus. Block shot by Schmidt. Don't look now, a 3 would make it a 2-possession game or an and one. Sydney Loff. Bounce pass, left-hand side to Gowan. Back to Loff. Loff looking on the interior. Couple dribbles. Leaves it to Kumer. 10 seconds on the clock. Now to Gowan. Gowan, they're trying to get it inside to Schmidt. Here comes the pass. Tapped out. Richland will shoot a jumper. Gowan off the iron. That's how we'll end our second quarter of play. The Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood 17. The Richland Colts 8 after 1 quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank, after 1 half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
Before we take a look at the first half numbers on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, let's recap what happened earlier today and also what's going on in District 2. That's at the Jamestown Civic Center. Again, District 1, District 2, the 4 teams that remain from both districts heading to the regional tournament at the Jamestown Civic Center on Monday, February the 19th. Earlier today here in Wahpeton, it was a win for the Maple River Raiders where all 13 players were able to score. A 71-28 win over the Hankinson Pirates. 2 players in double digits of Violet Richmond and Brielle Kaloran. And then you had for the Hankinson Pirates leading the way was Kylie Falk. So the winner of this game will play Maple River tomorrow at 6, while the loser of this game will play the Hankinson Pirates in a loser-out game at 3 o'clock. Going on in District 2, Edgeley-Column-Montpelier picked up a victory over the Edgeley-Column-Montpelier squad with a 84-51 win over the Ellendale Cardinals. So EKM again advanced in the District 2 tournament to the semifinals. Games still to come out west will be Linton HMB. Also against Napoleon Gackle Streeter. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, the 2 goes up against the 7 of Medina Pinger Buchanan. Kidder County, the 3 against the 6 seed of Strasburg Zeeland. Games coming up here later tonight. Sargent County, the 2 seed against the Enderlin Eagles, the 7. That one is roughly about an hour from now scheduled to tip. Then the Oaks Tornadoes, the 3, go up against the Tigers of Tri-State, the 6 seed. At the half, 17-8 in favor of the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. When we come back after this, take a look at the first half numbers in Wahpeton.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow. Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
We finally switched to streaming TV, and we saved big without losing out on our favorites. I was worried that I was going to miss out on college and pro sports. But the truth is, you don't need cable to watch sports. And with streaming, everyone wins. Wife still gets her favorite shows, the kids get the best movies, and as a family, we get to watch our favorite team. I mean, my favorite team.
Cut cable and switch to streaming services to watch exactly what you're paying for. ReadyTech Fiber, a greater experience.
High school basketball continues here on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's take a look at the first half numbers here in this one. For the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, 6 of 22 shooting from the floor. They're 2 of 6 from the land of 3 so far with 17 rebounds, 3 assists, and 7 turnovers. For the Richland Colts, 2 of 25 shooting from the floor. They're 0 of 5 from the three-point line. 23 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 6 turnovers here for the Richland Colts. Individual numbers go like this. Warbirds led by the 7 points. Here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood led by the 7 points of Emerson Johnson, also with 4 rebounds. Then the 5 points of Valerie Mendoza and Summer Steinhaus. Valerie Mendoza here in this one with a couple of steals, 3, and then Steinhaus has 2 in her own right. That's all the scoring here today for the Warbirds. Again, 7 on the way for Johnson, 5 for Steinhaus, and 5 for Mendoza. For the Richland Colts, led by the 4 points of Elena Schmidt, 2 points for Gowan, and you have 2 points for Loff. Rebounds leading the way with 6 of them is Janet Tazark here for the Richland Colts, and with 5 of them is Abby Fisher. Also, Elena Schmidt, 4 points and 7 rebounds in her own right here for the Richland Colts. 10 points in the first quarter for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, 7 in the second. Richland, 4 points in the first quarter and 4 points in the second quarter of play. Again, at the half, 17-8 the advantage for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds against the Richland Colts, as Richland has made their way back onto the court, while on the opposite side, the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds will be making their way out in a moment. We come back after this second half action inside the Blickery Activity Center. This is the 2024 District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer, as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Your back. Protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds. 3 players in the scoring column, led by the 7 again of Emerson Johnson for the Richland Colts. 3 players as well in the scoring column, led by the 4 points of Elena Schmidt. Warbirds with the basketball to start this second half of play. Valerie Mendoza on the floor with her, Olivia Froelich, Emerson Johnson, and Summer Steinhaus and Samantha Dotson-Rod, the original starting 5 here inside the Blickery Activity Center. Man pressure defense by Richland. Mendoza gets a ball screen, and that'll be an illegal screen, not set with Summer Steinhaus. And Steinhaus will pick up her first and the team's third. For the Richland Colts, Lily Marinowski with Taylor Gowan, Cindy Loff with Jenna Tazarek, and then Elena Schmidt, their original starting 5 on the floor as well. It goes back to what we said in the first half. That one team that gets a little bit of an offensive rhythm could be the team that walks out of here with a date in the semifinals tomorrow night of this district tournament. Schmidt on the interior. Here comes the double. Mendoza comes across the way to get the steal, and eventually a stolen basketball. Froelich in the front court. Leaves it left-hand side Johnson. Johnson at the left post, taking a couple of dribbles. Now to Froelich. Froelich able to reverse pivot. Zips a pass now to Summer. Steinhaus to Emerson, interior play, good bounce pass, baseline, Steinhaus, rattle it in, no, rebound to Schmidt. And for the Richland Colts, it's kind of been the old adage all season. Defense attention is coming to Elena. When she gets the basketball, there's 2 if not 3 players on her. So who can hit an open jumper? Who can get to the paint and maybe get to the foul line? As they're trying to work it inside, and it'll be another turnover here on Richland. Back-to-back turnovers to start this second half of play. Emerson Johnson reverse pivots. This one will go to Dotson-Rod, and we'll have a foul with Schmidt. That'll be with the hand on the forearm, and that's her third. So Schmidt will pick up her third, team's first. Richland to make a substitution here as Mallory Gunness. And now if you're the Warbirds, full head of steam. And try to go on Elena Schmidt when you can. Here comes the pick across the way. Emerson Johnson, turnover on the Warbirds, their 8th of the contest. Richland will utilize this one with Cindy Loff. Loff, right-hand side to Miranowski. Bounce pass Schmidt. Here comes a double. Zips it to the top of the key. Cindy Loff, now the right-hand side. Miranowski open. Shot no, rebound on the interior. Summer Steinhaus, but a better box up by Dotson-Rod. Mendoza, that'll be a blocked shot. Emerson Johnson able to collect it. Johnson to Froelich. Froelich at the right elbow. She'll shoot off the backboard, no. Ball ping-pongs around, and Cindy Loff will come up with it. Richland in transition finds Miranowski. Miranowski bounce pass, open 3 on the way for Loff. Off the backboard, deposits it. Cindy Loff with her 8th triple of the season, and it's down to a 2-possession contest. Full court pressure defense, Warbirds. They will have their second turnover of the quarter. Other side of the floor, and Miranowski able to get the end one opportunity. It's a 5-0 run here for the Richland Colts. Giddy up. Free throw opportunity upcoming with the foul here on the Warbirds. This will be their second of the quarter. Foul will be on Dotson-Rod, her third. Elena Schmidt will check out. And all of a sudden, don't look now. We mentioned who can be that team that gets on a little offensive rhythm. Richland trying to make it a 1-possession game. And they got it. The Colts haven't been to line much, but they've taken full advantage. They're 5 of 5 from the free throw line and make it a 6-0 run here for Richland. Warbirds see a full court pressure defense in their 3rd straight turnover. Don't look now, Richland has a chance to tie. Their last lead of the game was 4-3 in the first quarter. They zip it on the inside to Zark, left-hand side. Miranowski will see a foul here on the Warbirds. Foul will be on Froelich, her third, team's third of the quarter. So 3 on Froelich, 3 on Dotson-Rod here for the Warbirds. Richland to inbound the basketball. Left-hand side, high post. Fisher, shot blocked. Eventually goes to Emerson Johnson. Johnson tiptoes the near sideline. Warbirds looking for their first bucket or their first point of the second half. Johnson uses up that dribble up and over on the pass, and we'll see another turnover here for the Warbirds. Rylan Gutzmer letting his team work through it right now with 5:01 left in the third quarter. He's got 4 timeouts remaining. Richland has 3. And going back to what we said in the second quarter, when Richland was stuck on 4 what felt like an eternity if you're a Colt fan, the Warbirds just couldn't really get enough separation at that time to put the Colts away. Right wing jumper, good for 2. Mallory Gunness makes it an 8-0 start to this second half for the Richland Colts, who are back within 1. Warbirds, can they answer? Froelich weaving, dealing, shooting off the front rim. Rebound, put back, Journey for 2. First field goal of the second half comes at the 4:33 mark here for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds. Richland will utilize this with Miranowski. Reverse pivots, right-hand side to Gunness. Right to the wickets of Miranowski. Ball is loose, and we'll see a timeout here for the Warbirds. We'll break with them. 4:16 left in the quarter. It's a nail-biter here at the Blickery.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire. Fargo's newest sports complex.
Here on YourLiveEvent.com as we take a look inside the bench here for Ryland Gutzmer. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. At Bank North, they help their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities that they serve. It's more than just a bank. They're a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here from the Blickery Activity Center. 19-16. Difference in this second half is Richland has scored. They doubled their first half input in the opening 3.5 minutes of this second half. They were trailing it 17-8 against the Warbirds. They cut it to a 1 point. Warbirds able to get a field goal with Jurdy. They call it timeout here after a good hustle play. Froelich trying to answer with a 3 off the side of the rim. Bohr tousled, and it's eventually the hands of Richland. Colts want to go. Gunnis, good D by Mendoza to wall her off. Richland right-hand side to Cindy Loft. Mendoza trying to get a steal. Loft trying to step through, and eventually we'll see a foul. Valerie Mendoza has 4 steals on the season, and you can see why. She's a magnet towards the basketball. Mendoza picks up the foul, her first, team's fourth, and now all of a sudden, from a Warbird perspective, you have another foul. You'll put Richland into that bonus. Mendoza able, right on cue, to come up with a steal. Mendoza walks it up the floor now. Left-handed side to Froelich. Froelich with a dribble, making her way inside the paint. A foul on the floor. This will be on the Colts. Abby Fisher looks to pick up the foul. And this one will be the second of Richland. The foul will actually be on Taylor Gowan, her first. As we'll see, the Colts make a couple more substitutions here. Ball gets deflected. Emerson Johnson kind of in dead man's corner right now. Uses up that dribble, and she stepped out of bounds on a turnover here for the Warbirds. That's their 5th of the quarter. And Richland with a chance to tie. We have yet to have a tie in this contest. Richland took a 2-0 lead. 3-pointer by the Warbirds, followed by a 2 by Richland, and then the Warbirds eventually at one point got up 14-4. Then 16-4 before he saw a Richland Colt field goal. Colts left-handed side to Fisher, up and over the pass to Schmidt. There comes the triple team. Nice little slip pass across the way to Cindy Loft. Loft with 20 seconds on the shot clock, and that'll be an offensive. Yes, it will. Loft did enough with the kind of that chicken wing with that elbow to come out and clear some separation. Loft's going to pick up her third and the team's third. Least amount of points scored this season for the Warbirds, 31 at Sargent County back on December the 21st. Least amount of points for the Colts this season, 12 at Sisseton on December the 18th. Richland forces another turnover for the Warbirds. Abby Fisher will then walk with the basketball. This one is quicker than a ping pong match on who has the ball right now. Mallory Mendoza will inbound it as the Colts make another substitution, but give credit to where credit's due. Richland, again, nothing was going offensively. They got a nice little spurt there to start this second half to get right back in this contest. But the old adage, it's one thing to climb the hill. Can you climb over and on top of it or try to get the lead? Steinhaus, right-hand side, Jurdy, baseline long. Rebound comes down to the Warbirds. Warbirds making their way across the horn to Emerson Johnson. She could get going. That would be large. Emerson uses up that dribble. Back up top, Steinhaus works it left wing to Buchholz. Buchholz to Mendoza here. Shot clock to 20. Mendoza will see a turnover. Richland with it the other way. Abby Fisher, left-handed side to Zark. To Zark, back to Fisher. Fisher to the top of the key. Miranowski looking inside for Schmidt. Schmidt splits the double left and a layup for 2. Elena Schmidt with her first field goal of the afternoon or the early evening. She's got 6. Oh, how big is that Valerie Mendoza 3 to beat the first quarter? Looking now, Richland gets the steal. Miranowski across the way, and Emerson Johnson comes out of nowhere to collect the basketball. That Valerie Mendoza right wing jumper from about 24 feet to end the first quarter is the difference right now here in this contest. Miranowski gets another steal here. Left-handed side with the ball will be Mallory Gunnis. Back to the top for the lead. Richland, three-pointer off the side. Rebound, though, by Dazark. Back to Miranowski as she slings it now to Gunnis. Goodness to the top of the key. Miranowski inside Schmidt from the block. Can't get it to go. Buchholz collects a loose ball. That's one of the few times we've seen Schmidt again have a 1v1, if you will, opportunity. She normally is doubled or tripled. Warbirds bounce pass left-hand side. This will go to Buchholz on the interior to Johnson. Johnson hanging, shooting, gets fouled to the free throw line. Emerson, 7 points to lead the floor for the Warbirds. She's 3 of 4 from the stripe. Foul will come across the way of Mallory Gunnis. Her first, team's fourth of the quarter, as we get the free throw opportunity. Is good. Johnson, 8 points on the way as the Warbirds with Dotson Rod will check back in. Big second free throw attempt on the way for the Warbirds, trying to every point, it's like pulling teeth. It's been difficult. It's been tough. It's been like picking rock back in the day. I heard so many stories about that with some of my family living on the farm. That was always never a fun day of work. But here it's been work to score. Schmidt's going to get tied up with, or do we have a foul? Nope, we got a jump ball. The arrow will make its way towards the Richland Colts. But Richland, another opportunity to get back within one or possibly tie the game at 21 apiece. Schmidt on the baseline here will zing a pass to Zark. Jana, right-hand side. Schmidt posting up. Miranowski, they skip it left wing. Here goes Gunnis and a traveling violation. Well, both teams did fairly well when it came to turnovers. 6 in the first half for Richland, 7 in the first half for the Warbirds, but that has ballooned now as the Warbirds have, to our count, 16 turnovers, and the Richland Colts have 13. Warbirds. Buchholz, right-handed side to Dotson Rod. Dotson Rod drives, gets walled off here by Schmidt. It's still loose, and this one will be another turnover. Richland in transition. Full head of steam with Mallory Gunnis. Mendoza gets the poke-away steal. It's a 3-on-1. Johnson doesn't care. Johnson to the 10, off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. Schmidt collects a defensive loose ball. Now it's to Cindy Loft. Make that Miranowski here for Richland. Gunnis zings it. Left-hand side, Fisher. Schmidt wants to tie. 3. Can't get it. Rebound. And we'll have a loose ball, and the arrow will favor the Warbirds. 10.4 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Well, this third quarter has had everything. We've had defense. We've had back and forth, quick possessions. Who needs a shot clock? Turnovers, loose balls, hustle defense. Been a lot of fun. This is what postseason basketball is all about. February frenzy. Doesn't matter how you win, just find a way to win once you get to the postseason. Mendoza, can she beat the buzzer again? 5 seconds, now to 4. Mendoza takes a screen, crossing over 3 to 2. Mendoza spins, gets the shot up, blocked by Tazark, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. We go to our final 8 minutes next here inside the Blickery. It's the District 1 Girls Basketball Quarterfinals.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Take a look across the way. Some of the fans behind the Warbirds bench making their way from the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood area. Up by 3 right now for the Warbirds. Everybody on the edge of their seat a little bit here to see what happens in this fourth quarter play. Richland will start the ball with the rock in this fourth quarter. They had a lead again at 2-0 and 4-3. Otherwise, the Warbirds have led. We have yet to have a tie here in this contest. to Zark. Back up top, they're trying to work it around the horn. Dribble, pull-up, jumper. That'll go long by Loft. Rebound for Schmidt. Schmidt pops a pass. Left-hand side now to Abby Fisher. And yet again, another offensive rebound here for the Richland Colts. And Mendoza gets the steal. Other side of the floor goes Johnson. Johnson trying to beat everybody down. Right-handed layup, no. Rebound, put back, can go in for two. Summer Steinhaus, that's why you don't give up on a play right there, ladies and gentlemen. If Summer Steinhaus doesn't come crashing in, it looked like Johnson probably would have had a chance at it, but Steinhaus able to put it back for two. Warbirds up by 5. Bounce pass right-hand side. Taylor Gowan to the top to Zark just inside the three-point line. Rebound won by Fisher of the Richland Colts. Fisher bounce pass stolen away. Here goes Johnson. Back-to-back steals. Can Johnson get to the rim this time? Zark does a great job hustling back. 6:59 left to play and a turnover here for the Warbirds. Well, for Richland, where will they go offensively? They had themselves a 10-point quarter. At one point, an 8-0 run. Well, for the Warbirds, a 4-point quarter for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Right-handed side. Right wing, Miranowski zips a pass. Here goes Gowan. Gowan, 3 on the way. That'll be a long box out underneath. Froelich then ran into her own teammate. It's still loose. Warbirds in the backcourt by Mendoza. Mendoza, left wing. And we'll see a foul here as Miranowski was trying to get ahead of Mendoza. She'll pick up her first and the team's first of the contest. Free throw opportunities upcoming. Mendoza will come to line here or inbound it on the far sideline. Warbirds with Emerson Johnson. Johnson zings it right-hand side to Summer Steinhaus. Other side of the floor goes Jurdy. Jurdy's had a productive day, particularly from the rebounding standpoint. Steinhaus, left-hand side, Johnson. Emerson, ball screen, coming inside the paint, got it to go. Emerson Johnson in double digits now with 11. 25-18, it's back to a 3-possession game. With it is Gunnis, zings it left-hand side to Gowan. Looking for Schmidt, better defense by Jurdy. I'll see if Olivia Johnson, what she calls offensively here. Richland to inbound it, as they do to Miranowski. Extra pass, right pocket 3 on the way. That'll go long. Backside rebound, in for 2 for Elena Schmidt. Schmidt, 8 points. Again, got that double-double average. She's right there again with another field goal, and we'll have a reach in the backcourt here on Richland. Mallory Gunnis will pick up her second, team second. Emerson Johnson with a team-high 11 points here so far for the Warbirds will inbound the basketball. Warbirds with Froelich, left-hand side. This will go to Summer Steinhaus. Interior, Johnson, block shot, Schmidt. Oh, we've seen Elena do that a couple times here today. Richland, Gowan right to the paint off the window, can't get it. Rebound, dribble up and over, no. Another board here for the Colts. Fisher, right-handed side, Miranowski, right elbow, can't get it. It's loose again, and we'll have a jump ball with Johnson and alongside Mallory Gunnis. And I tell you what, the Richland Colts have outdone themselves on the offensive side of second chance opportunities, third and fourth chances. The kicker is they just haven't taken any advantage of it for the majority of the game here today. A little sweat time on the floor as they're taking a look at it with our officials here, making sure that's all good to go. 25-20 Warbirds with the advantage on the next field goal is large. If the Warbirds can get it, they get up by 3 possessions. If Richland can get it, it's back to a 1-possession game. Johnson, left wing. Game clock making its way to 5 minutes. Johnson, turnover. Here goes Richland. They want to gallop up the other side of the floor with Miranowski. Miranowski trying to get by Froelich, and we'll see a defensive foul. Olivia will pick up her fourth, and that's the team's first. You understand what Olivia was trying to do, get in front of the particular Colt that's trying to get to the paint. But Froelich picks up her fourth, and now will have to be very smart for the next couple of minutes. Open, right wing 3, no. Backside rebound, block shot, Johnson. It's still loose. Fisher will see this one. Mendoza trying to get the steal and does. Jurdy to Froelich. Froelich will see this into the front court. Froelich weaving right to the tin. Right-handed layup, no. Jurdy. We'll see a foul on the floor. Foul will be tabbed on Taylor Gowan, her second. Jenna Tazark will come into the contest now as getting a breather will be Elena Schmidt. Ryland Gutzmer with 3 timeouts remaining. Same for Olivia Johnson. Jurdy, right-hand side to Froelich. Froelich at the right wing, back up top to Johnson. Here it goes on the interior to Steinhaus. Steinhaus, nice step through off the window for 2. Summer Steinhaus with 9. Nice looking move by the junior. Richland bounce pass right-handed side up and over now to Tazark. Tazark right wing. Colts need a field goal. Now down by 3 possessions. Kick ball by Mendoza. Substitution will check in here for the Warbirds. This would be with Taylor Buckholtz as Richland to inbound it here on the base on the sideline with Taylor Gowan. Gowan on the near sideline. Lillian Miranowski makes a flex cut. Don't give it to her. Miranowski now comes up to the right wing. Now she's got it. Miranowski steps into a 3. That'll go long. Rebound here on the back with Taylor Buckholtz. And after the Warbirds, you don't need to take the air completely out of the ball, but you can be really, really selective in a game where points have been hard to come by. Block shot, but we'll see a foul. Summer Steinhaus will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul coming across. This will be on Jenna Tazark. Her 3rd, team's 4th, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Summer. Summer averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds per contest. A 69% free throw shooter buries the first. 7 points in the quarter to 2. The Warbirds kind of throwing what the Colts did to them in the 3rd quarter. Lena Schmidt back into the game also. Cindy Loft back in now for Richland. Valerie Mendoza will check out here for the Warbirds alongside with Olivia Froelich. As Macy Gawkler, the 5'2 freshman guard, is into the contest. Second free throw attempt is good. So Summer Steinhaus now matching Emerson Johnson with 11 points. Colts got to have it. 3-pointer, no. Rebound gets tousled out for to Cindy Loft. Loft to the right wing. Schmidt posting up on the interior. There goes a couple of Warbirds now to Tazark. Tazark able to skip it right-hand side. Block shot on the way. Summer Steinhaus is doing it all here in the 4th quarter. Warbirds in the backcourt. Ryland Gutzmer wants a timeout. We'll break with them. 3:21 left in the 4th. Warbirds up by 9 when we return.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred Spring Wheat Seed, which was the top-grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 29-20, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood leads over the Richland Colts. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll get to our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show. We'll hear from our player of the contest, winning team, that and more still to come on our post-game show, brought to you in part by Petro Stopping Centers. So timeout for head coach Ryland Gutzmer here allows everybody to collect their breath. Warbirds up by 9, nearly lost it in the backcourt. There is a steal, and it's a pretty good foul, actually, for the Warbirds, all things considered. That'll be on Summer Steinhaus, her second, team second, but there was daylight in front of the Richland Colts as Summer Steinhaus does not put on the brakes. And where your defense has done well, force Richland to have to work for it. That's exactly what that foul is going to do. Colts stay in that, see the Warbirds stay in that 2-3 zone. Tazark posting up on the right block. Here comes a drive by Cindy Loft. Double. Tazark relieves pressure. Right wing. Extra pass around the horn. Here was a teardrop runner by Miranowski. No. Rebound to Schmidt. Schmidt rips it through. Off the window. Good for 2. Elena Schmidt, there's your double-double for the 6'3 junior center. Richland back within 9. Now got it back within 7. Now have to chase the game. Dotson Rod finds Johnson. Johnson then going to understand time and situation. Lost it for a moment. Bounce pass left-hand side to Summer Steinhaus. Steinhaus inside the paint looking for Johnson. Ball tapped out, a play in towards the Warbirds. But again, if you're Richland, you got to look to trap, got to find a way to get the next jump ball. The arrow is in your favor. If you're the Warbirds at this particular juncture, even if you don't score, taking the next 14, 15 seconds off the clock would be large, as possessions are not on the friend of the Richland Colts. And now they'll be in the bonus from here on out. Desart picks up the foul, her fourth, team's fifth. 2 free throws coming here for Samantha Dotson-Rod. As Dotson-Rod will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. Dotson-Rod free throw attempt is short. Valerie Mendoza will come back in for the Warbirds. Well, for the Richland Colts, Abby Fisher, the 5'7" sophomore forward, will check in. And that Valerie Mendoza three-pointer to beat the first quarter horn, that is large right now. Be a 4-point game if it wasn't for that 3. Free throw attempt is no good. Rebound comes down to Schmidt. And now the Richland Colts looking for a field goal here to get it back within 2 possessions. Cindy Loff leaves it left-hand side. Colts reverse pivot with Mallory Gunnis. Left wing, Schmidt posting up. There's a pass inside to Schmidt. Schmidt able to spin from the block. Can't get it to go. Might have got an inadvertent whistle there. Was Bryn Williams. Other side of the floor goes Olivia Froelich, and Froelich finishes for 2. Olivia's got it, and they're going to make sure that Taylor Buckholtz is okay. That's coming out will be Taylor Buckholtz. Is coming in will be Jurdy. So now 31-22 with 1:58 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Colts in the front court. Miranowski left wing. Miranowski uses up that dribble. Skips it right-hand side to Fisher on the interior. There goes Cindy Loff ripping it through. Can't get it to go on a board here to Froelich. Froelich trying to get through a double team. Does now in the front court. Richland has to start trapping if they can. Jurdy wants to get another 2 points and gets fouled. Fisher picks up the foul, her first. Jurdy goes to the free throw line. In this quarter, the Warbirds 2 of 4 from the stripe. In the game so far, they're 7 of 10 from the free throw line. As Jurdy will toe the stripe to shoot 2. Buries the first. Richland Colts want a timeout. We'll break with them. 92 seconds left to play. Warbirds with the free throw when we come back.
You'll fall in love with carefree living when you move to Benedictine Mission Court in Ada. Sign a lease this month and get your 3rd month of rent free. Not only that, Benedictine will waive your community fee. That's a value of over $4,000. Benedictine Mission Court offers housekeeping, 3 meals a day, common areas, on-site spiritual care and worship services, and indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic Ada. Call today to schedule a tour, 218-784-5250. Benedictine Mission Court in Ada.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
As we come back here on your live event, taking a look at the crowd inside the Blickery Activity Center. 33-22, the advantage for the Warbirds right now as Jurdy heads back to the free throw line to try to finish off her free throw attempts here for the Warbirds. Jurdy trying to make it an 11-point contest here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Free throw attempt number 2 for Jurdy is pure. So Jurdy able to go 2 of 2 from the free throw line, extend this lead here for the Warbirds. Richland right now will utilize it as Richland sees this shot blocked by Jurdy. Colts will still handle the basketball for a moment. This will go on the baseline jumper here by Gowan, good to go. Gowan able to get the 2 points, she's got 4. Game clock making its way, Mendoza in the backcourt here. Valerie just sees everybody kind of come on through. Mendoza driving kick. Johnson, this for the dagger. 3-pointer, no. Rebound tapped by Jurdy. Spin, shot good for 2, and a timeout for Ryland Gutzmer. Journey now has 6. Timeout on the floor. We'll break with them here in Wahpeton.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Crossroads Electric is committed to providing solutions for every customer. They know that each customer is different, which is why all of their services can be easily customized. Whether it is heating, ventilating, or air conditioning, let the team at Crossroads Electric take care of you from residential, commercial, or ag electric work. With offices in Milner and Lisbon, Crossroads Electric serves Sargent, Ransom, Richland, Dickey, and Lemoore counties. Call Crossroads Electric today for your professional grade low-level coal monitor at 701-427-4328.
So we come into the front court here for the Richland Colts. Shot fake on the way. This will go to Sydney Loft. Driving kick. Now it goes to Miranowski. Three-pointer. That'll go long. Schmidt putback. Can't get it. Schmidt with another opportunity. Schmidt will still work with him. Mendoza, then we'll see a foul, and we'll go the other way. Loft will collect a foul. Valor Mendoza will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Mendoza with 5 points in the game. And with this particular juncture, the Warbirds, the 4 seed, look to hang on against the 5 seed here of the Richland Colts. And it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season, and that's what the Warbirds are trying to do here to hang on in this one. Mendoza hits the free throw, especially after they just played less than 10 days ago where the Warbirds won 60-29 in Colfax. Free throw attempt number 2, no. Rebound comes down to Elena Schmidt. Richland making their way right to the paint. Off the window, no good on the shot by Miranowski. And we'll see another foul here on the Richland Colts. Richland was able to cut it to 1 in the third quarter. They had an 8-0 start in that third quarter. Warbirds were outscored 10-4 in the third, but able to hold off enough as Froelich will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Froelich with the first. Gonna go long. Second free throw attempt on the way. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show as we'll hear from a victorious player coming up here in a few moments. That is on tap here on your live event. Second free throw attempt by Froelich is long. Rebound comes down to Schmidt. For the Colts, able to get the outlet pass. Richland to the baseline now. Ball gets skipped across the way to Schmidt. Left of the key 3. That'll go long, and that one just might about do it here as Olivia Johnson says just pick up half court here. They will capitulate, which means the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds, the 4 seed, will advance to the semifinals tomorrow night in the District 1 semifinals. 36-25, while Richland will play the Hankinson Pirates in a loser-out contest. That game will be tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Again, your final on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Warbirds with the 11-point victory. They improved to 11-9 on the season. The Colts dropped to 7-13. Back after this with our post-game show here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As we come back on our Petro Stopping Center's postgame show, joining us now from the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds, able to finish in double digits with 11 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and hit a triple back in that first quarter. She is Summer Steinhaus. Summer, congratulations on picking up the victory. What does it mean for this Warbirds team to advance here in the district tournament to the semifinals coming up tomorrow night here, Summer?
Yeah, we're hoping to come back and play strong tomorrow, too.
This particular game, I know sometimes they say it doesn't matter how you win the postseason, just find a way to win. What was it about this team's resiliency after an 8-0 run in the third quarter for Richland? What did you guys able to do from your point of view here, Summer, to fend the Colts off and advance to the semifinals? What were you able to do there late in the third quarter?
We had to really run around on defense and knock some shots out for them.
Talk about Valerie Mendoza's play. What has she provided this year's Warbirds club?
She's a really great shooter. She's great on defense. She has a lot of good hustle.
And then for Emerson Johnson, same question here, Summer. What do you like about Emerson's play?
She's very aggressive and she hustles a lot. She's a great shooter and a great player overall.
Final thing for you, what do you hope to take from this game tomorrow against the Maple River Raiders in the semifinals?
I hope we can keep up with them and hopefully take a win tomorrow.
Hey, Summer, congratulations on the win and best of luck tomorrow in the semifinals.
Thank you.
And again, Summer Steinhaus joined us here in our post-game show as the Warbirds able to pick up the victory 36-25 here in this one on our Petro Stopping Center's post-game report. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the final numbers after this.
In 1950, Dickey Rural Telephone was the first in the state to offer telephone service to its members.
When I come on board, it was just telephone, and it's not telephone no more, it's internet. Once we got that in place, America grew.
We're providing the connection that connects everybody to the world, and without it, we'd just be out here on the prairie. Everybody would forget about us. Pretty proud to be a part of DRN ReadyTech.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
So we continue on our Petro Stopping Center's post-game report. Let's take a look at the final numbers here in this one. The Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood go 12 of 40 from the floor, 2 of 7 from the land of 3, and 10 of 18 from the free throw line. They finished in this contest 37 rebounds and 21 turnovers. For the Richland Colts, 9 of 56 shooting from the floor, 42 rebounds here in this one, 7 of 38 from the inside the arc, 2 of 18 outside the arc, 5 of 5 from the stripe, 16 turnovers for Richland. Warbirds led by the 13 points here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood with Emerson Johnson, also 7 rebounds, 11 points for Summer Steinhaus, and you had 4 boards. From there, able to have 6 points here with Valerie Mendoza, and 6 points as well for Jurdy. Jurdy, 6 points and 5 rebounds. 4 players in the scoring column for the Warbirds. Again, 13 on the way for Johnson and 11 for Steinhaus. For the Richland Colts in this particular contest, able to finish with the 10 points, 17 rebounds here for Elena Schmidt. Again, a double-double of 10 points and 17 rebounds. He also had 5 points on the way for Taylor Godwin, 5 points for Loff, 3 points here for Lillian Miranowski, 2 points for Mallory Gunnis. Janet Tazarek was able to finish with 6 rebounds in her own right as well. As we now get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here in this one, we're going to give it here to the Warbirds to Summer Steinhaus. Again, 11 points, but she had herself a really big monster fourth quarter. 6 points in the fourth quarter. She goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line as well. The 5'8 junior forward Summer Steinhaus is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. From there to our Arctic Enterprises feature Precision Play the Contest. Arctic Enterprises with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions, and more. Contact Arctic Enterprises or visit planterdoc.com. That is planterdoc.com. Well, after a 6-0, make that a 8-0 run to start the third quarter play where the Richland Colts got back within one. The Warbirds able to fend them off, only give up 7 points in the fourth quarter, but more importantly, balanced scoring for the Warbirds as they had 5 players in the fourth quarter score to kind of stop the momentum from Richland and then have themselves a good fourth quarter play to win the final 8 minutes. That's our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play of the contest. Again, our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show here. Petro Stopping Center's your one-stop travel hub for all of your trip requirements that you have upcoming. They've got you covered around the clock every day of the week with a wide selection of food. When you get ready, they got some spring gear, and you can gas your ride as well. Let them roll out the red carpet treatment for you and give you that VIP today. The Petro Stopping Center just off of 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. So coming up here tomorrow on YourLiveEvent.com, it's Maple River and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood in our first district semifinals. From there, it will be the Hankinson Pirates against the Richland Colts in a loser-out game. Coming up next in about 15 minutes with the opening tap between the 2 seed of Sargent County, the 7 seed of the Enderlin Eagles. Then it'll be the Oaks Tornadoes against the Tri-State Tigers later on in the nightcap. Halfway done with the district quarterfinals. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com for our next contest. That'll feature the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Enderlin Eagles. Make sure you go to YourLiveEvent.com for more action here from Wapaton.